everybody was kind of shocked about 3 with VJ. How'd you feel about that pick, and what do you see the fit?
I feel like they had to draft somebody,
Facts.
unless
Facts.
unless they were gonna trade the pick and move down like you suggested on the pod. But I mean, similar to Ace Bailey, I mean, he's in a good situation. Going to Philly. If Ace Bailey would have been going to Philly, he would have been in a good situation. Um, if healthy, it looks like they're gonna keep this team together. But we gonna see. I guess Philly, rocking with these guys and gonna run it back again. So hopefully they healthy. As we said before, the East is wide open. So if they're able to be healthy, Embiid is a big factor in that. They got a chance to compete in the East. I think he's gonna be a role player. I don't see him getting you know 30, 35 plus minutes per game to start out. I could definitely see him coming off the bench and being a solid role player.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, as the number three
yeah.
pick.
I mean, I just feel like the fit didn't work because you have a plethora of guards. I feel like he's gonna get stuck in like this Kaminga Benedict kind of role where it's like, man, this dude is averaging like he's getting 20 off the bench, but we're not putting him in any meaningful situations. And we said last time, you got Jared McCain, you got Tyrese Maxey, you got PG, you got MB. Like, there's only so many shots that can go up, and VJ is a dynamic scorer. I think they got him purely off of his athleticism. But do you just bolster that second unit by bringing him just to run the second unit, or do you infuse him into the starting position? Because I guess what they're saying is like one of the 5 starters are gonna get hurt at some point this year,
Yeah,
so we got to make sure we have somebody to insert.
and that's key. I mean, you got to think about that, especially with this team, especially with this team.
Yeah.
Um, but like Jared McCain was shining when he was playing last year before he went down with an injury. So
Yeah,
like you said, he's definitely probably gonna be coming off the bench. I would assume Jared McCain would take back, the starting shooting guard position. Now, if not, I mean, they might be competing for minutes, those two. But I don't see PG coming off the bench. Maxi definitely not coming off the bench.
right.
I mean, are you risking it and putting PG at the 4 and letting him start? Like, I doubt that.
I got a crazy conspiracy because even even with Maury back in at the Rockets, you know what he wants to do. Like, he wants to prove that that small ball works.
Yeah,
And John, I know how you feel about Embiid, but it's like if Embiid gets hurt again this year, like I definitely can see them trying to run all guards and having like PG at the 4. Like that year they had Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, Daniel House, like
yeah.
and they were winning. He wants to
PJ
prove it works.
Tucker.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
It's
if I see him beat,
2025,
if I
Daryl.
see him beat at the 4, let me tell you something right now. It's not a good. That's not good. What? Too big for that. You're 7-1. Get under the
So
block.
so John, if he gets hurt again this year, Embiid, do you move off of him? Like, where are we at with the Embiid legacy, Embiid project?
Yeah, bro. I mean, buddy got to stay healthy. And if we don't stay healthy, yeah, it's time to go. I mean, the product. What do you call itself?
Process.
Yeah, the process product. Who that's the product's Kamai, right? Kamai.
Kiyomi
Yeah,
McMillan.
yeah, she sucked too. Anyway, that's on another podcast. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. The process has ended. We've seen the end result of this process. It is not good. It's not good. I mean, go somewhere else, bro. Go somewhere else. I mean, you can come to Boston if you want to. We just got rid of Kristaps. So, I mean, I think it's like this, bro. You're 7-1. Your knees ain't good, clearly. So it's like, and clearly you can't do it by yourself. That's clear, you know. And it's been the same thing in Philly every single year. Like, it just hasn't worked out. So I mean, if it don't work out this year, and there's a lot of teams in a lot of leagues that are saying that if it don't work out this year, it's time to cut ties. I think we got to move into that too. At what point do we look at these players and say, hey, enough is enough? Like, we can't just keep spending money. We can't. We can't just keep paying you and And in Embiid's situation, particularly, he played 14 games last year out of 82 before we had that season-ending injury, and he hasn't played a
Yeah.
full season. Has he ever played a full season in his career? Like, what do we? I mean, yeah, he won MVP. I get it, right? But like, the same way I get on my head about Lamar, the same way I get on my head about other players, and like, at what point do we like put okay, hey, you haven't been able to get it done. We're not going to keep putting money into this. It's really drawing us nothing back in return. And Philly as a city, as a proud city, they just won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, right?
Mhm.
I mean, they're not going to keep going for losing like this. But y'all saw New York fired their coach after going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like some cities just have that kind of like pride and like we got to win. And if we're not gonna win, it's time to cut ties. It no matter who it is or what it is. Like we've seen it done in plenty of organizations, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter who you are. We're gonna get rid of you. So I think if Embiid comes out this year and gets injured, it's bye-bye Embiid. It's bye-bye Embiid, and it's
True.
unfortunate.
Hey,
but-
PG too.
Now he's a whole different story. PG's just been a journeyman at this point, and I mean he's gone from team to team, and it's kind of just like, what's your legacy?
Yeah.
And we gotta start having legacy conversations. Like, how are you gonna be remembered when you hang it up? And I was having this conversation the other day. A lot of our guys we watched growing up are at the end of their careers, right? And I think PG falls that. PG got to be 30 something plus at this point, right?
Yeah.
He up there.
So I mean, we
He
know
not
LeBron,
that, but
LeBron's at the end of his career. Steph Curry at the end of his career. KD got to be getting close to the end. He maybe got two years, maybe 3 years maximum left in the tank. Like we're getting to the end of these, getting to the end of this line for a lot of these guys, and the question is, okay, what legacy are you leaving behind? PG, what? I mean, a lot of times, in my personal opinion, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong with this, if he does not get on a winning roster and soon, his legacy gets forgotten. It's like, okay, we remember PG, but we remember him just like being there, like it not really being like impactful. And I could be, once again, y'all let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like when I watch PG hoop and the times I've seen PG in the playoffs, it's like, okay, yeah, you made a name for yourself and you fell off. And then you started trying to like go get help in other places, and like it never really panned out for you.
Yeah. I think from a success standpoint and like a winning standpoint, you're right. But like from like a basketball standpoint and like even like the younger generation, like a lot of their favorite players is PG.
Oh, for sure.
Like I heard Kion talking a while back, Melo's son.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, PG is my GOAT. So it's like, bruh, like
glad he said mine.
A lot of these players, a lot of these young players, they look up to people like a Paul George.
Indeed.
Because his versatility, his ability to score, his ability to defend.
Yeah.
Like from a basketball standpoint, like, regardless of the injuries, but like, yeah, from a legacy standpoint, from a success standpoint,
yeah.
I mean, he's not a winner.
Yeah. That's my thing. Like history remembers the winners, Hundo. Like,
hey,
we all the time. Can I tell the story to NBA and have your name in it? And a lot of times, those stories include winners.
PG in it. Because people will talk about like PG and the Pacers more than they'll talk about this team with Halliburton and Pascal.
I think that got overshadowed this year, brother.
You said what?
I think that got overshadowed this year.
Low key, because they never went to any finals with PG.
They had this man Roy Hibbert on SportsCenter the other day, trying to keep the legacy alive, brother. Go back to doing whatever you was doing, because nobody was interviewing Roy Hibbert during the season.
I said, wait a minute, Roy Hibbert. I heard his name in a long time.
They trying to keep that junk relevant. No,
nah, facts.
This is the Tyrese Halliburton era.
I don't think the team, but like, bro, we still remember that dunk he did on Birdman. Like that when he went toe to toe with Bron in that Eastern Conference.
Okay, but listen, when we're telling the history of the NBA, are you even bringing that up?
No.
Oh, bro, he dunked on Birdman. Get out of here.
Man, like you're not. PG is gonna be in the history, bro. We're gonna talk about PG. We're not gonna be talking about PG with the Thunder.
And
We're not
he
gonna be
about to have,
talking about PG with the Clippers.
hey John, he about to have a sentence.
Hey,
Paul
but they gonna have
George.
a footnote.
Right? Like, come on, bro. You're not about to be a chapter in the story.
And don't get me wrong, PG. Please, if you're watching this, I'm not disrespecting you. I think that you are a great hooper, bro. But I'm thinking about legacy, and I'm like, yes, people are gonna remember PG for the next decade, at bare minimum, right? Especially those who watch the game, right? People are gonna actually remember your name and what you did. But it's also like, okay, you went to several different teams, and like the outcome was always the same. It's like you were just a guy. Like I don't. People didn't look at people. People don't look at PG in Philly right now and say he's the man. I don't think that's not his legacy anymore. Like when he was in Indy, PG was the man. Like it was like, okay, this is the PG show. After he left Indy, it was kind of like he's just one of the guys. And that's for
Yeah,
me, like that's for me. I'm like, dang, like that sucks for him because like if you're not remembered as the guy, you're gonna remember it as a guy. And like a lot of people don't remember a guy versus the guy. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, and they kind of hurt him leaving the Clippers, and the Clippers actually look better.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then what happened with him getting hurt with the 76ers, that was a mess. Because the thing about Philly, the Philly fan base, they will get rid of you soon. Like they
I'm
will,
telling you.
and he's just on the wrong side of history, bro.
When,
Yeah.
when we're talking about players' legacies, right? And to two players that we've been talking about, Colin, Devin Booker and Trey Young. I want to bring it back here. So we talk about legacy, right?
Okay.
These are two individuals who have stayed on, one team throughout
Okay.
their career so far.
Yeah.
When is it time to go?
And that's the thing, Hundo. We just mentioned this with Embiid, but like some guys, they just want to keep being average. Like
Thank you.
they really had no desire because once you built up like that fan base in the city, right? You built up that like Book is being like the guy in Phoenix since pretty much he got there, right? And like people still look at him as the guy in Phoenix. Like when you think of Phoenix, you're thinking Book, right? Same thing with Trey. You think Atlanta, you're thinking Trey. Like, and it's like, am I afraid to leave this? Because okay, Dame, that's a good example. Damian Lillard, he went to the Bucks, and it's like that's Giannis's team. Like you're just once again, you're just a guy. Like you still Damian Lillard, don't get me wrong, but like people don't look at the Bucks and say, "Oh my God, like Damian Lillard's the guy." Like nobody says that.
So
Nobody.
do
So
you
it's
think
like,
it's like do you think it's like an ego thing?
yeah, I definitely that plays a part into it. For me personally, at one point, Book would say he was never going to leave Portland.
Damn.
Not Book, Dame. Yeah, Dame was saying at one point he was never going to leave Portland.
Mhm.
And he and why was that, Hundo? Because I can and this kind of comes full back circle to Ace Bailey. I'm getting to the point now I can do whatever I want to do. And you bring the people to help me versus me going to help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my city. I kind of run everything. I got say so. I got pull. I'm the franchise essentially. Like I'm not winning, no. But Dame time, like everybody know Dame time. Like that's we people are looking forward to that kind of stuff. And like now he went to the Bucks and did what this year?
Yeah. And I'm gonna add to what John said. Like, it's not the grass is not always greener because he can look on his team and say, "Man, a couple years ago we were like, man, free Brad Bill, Hall of Famer. Brad Bill is a great player, top 75 today in this league." Like, but he moved to Phoenix and was okay at best, and now he's like trying to salvage his career, maybe go to Detroit. I don't know who else wants him, but the Phoenix literally wants to get rid of Brad Bill. And I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying if Devin Booker leaves, and like John said, it's a Dame situation with the Bucks, he might have to alter his play style and game. And that's not always feasible for some people. And then like we were talking about Trey Young, like Trey Young is used to being ball dominant. If he has to go to another team in this second apron where the team is not that good, because gone are the days where we have like LeBron D Waves and Chris Bosh, because people are not going to be willing to go into that second apron and pay that luxury tax. I feel like if you just gonna keep collecting checks and just go out the best son of all time, like I think that's solid. Some people just don't want the rings and chase the rings, and that's
Facts.
okay.
That's okay. And the thing with Phoenix for me is this: like,
That's
they
not
bought.
okay, bro. I can't let that slide. That's not okay, bro. You gotta try to win, bro.
I mean, it
You gonna
sounds
be a
good,
loser
but
your whole life.
Hold on. Your GOAT did the same thing, Hundo.
Hey,
His
brother.
entire career.
Hey, brother.
He was not trying to win.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Hey,
When did he try to hold on?
Hey.
Let me put his name out there first. Let me put his name out there first, and then we're gonna have a conversation about it. Carmelo Anthony did not try to win any championships in his career. He had opportunities. He had opportunities and decided to do what? Get paid.
Chase the money.
Exactly.
Hey.
So it's like some people just want their name in the lights, bro.
Thank you, John.
You tried to.
That's
It was
okay.
too late though.
Some people just want to put their name in the lights, bro.
Like the Heat wanted him, but he could have taken a pay cut. He wanted the money in New York. That's a perfect example. Like, no.
Yeah, bro. Some people just they just want to see their name in the light, bro.
Hey, at least he got some gold medals.
Hey, yo.
Devin Booker doesn't have a gold medal?
I think
he gotta have one at least. Yeah, I know he went on the last. Wait, he went. Now, he went on the last Olympic team. I think he was on the one before that last one.
It was like 2020, I want to say.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, bro. Some people's career is just gonna be just that, bro. But see, here's the thing that keeps him in the legacy conversation. People gonna remember Melo because he stayed in New York. It's a fact. It's a fact. Like, he ran New York for the time that he was there, and that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? So it keeps him in that legacy conversation. Do people remember him as a winner? No. The only championship he won was that. The only championship he won was at Syracuse.
He's one of the most successful Olympic players. One of the most decorated Olympic players in U.S. basketball history.
Man, if the Phoenix Suns
Hall of Famer.
If the Phoenix Suns offer a hundo $60 million a year, that ink won't be able to dry before he that another line. Like, come on.
I want to go to OKC. I want to win.
Congrats, 1 year, 15.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, we gotta start having that legacy conversation, bro, with some of these players. It's like, okay, how will you be remembered? And like, unfortunately, you get phased out if you leave. Unfortunately, for some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's just like, okay, do you get into that conversation? But you also have to get to that point. To my point with Ace Bailey, you haven't proven that you can get to that point. You haven't proven anything in the NBA. So it's like, if you come in making these demands, like to say, I might be able to do this. You ain't even winning in college. At least D Book went to Kentucky and was winning at Kentucky before he went to Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come in with no stain in your name and still want to make demands when you were sorry in college, and sorry, not sorry in the individual standpoint, but sorry as a unit. You even showed that you can play me as a unit, and you get to the league. What's the chances you go? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's my whole thing with that piece of it.
We just gotta wait and see, man. We just gotta wait and see. Hopefully he ain't no bust, but the man can score.
A lot of guys came into the league to score, Hundo. Let's keep it a stack.
Hey, but everybody ain't go to the Jazz. The Jazz was one of the worst teams in the West, if not the worst team in the West, I believe. Like, they suck. like one of his representatives said, he's gonna have a great opportunity to play. He's gonna get a lot of minutes.
I mean, that's facts. So you got to prove it early on.
He will be on the court. VJ Edgecombe, he might not be on the court.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's right. Like Donovan Mitchell. Like, Donovan Mitchell didn't do a lot of complaining when he went to Utah. He just killed, went to the playoffs, and then he left. That's okay.
And still doing it. And he's one of those, and he's a good example. Kyle, that's a good example. See, I'm glad you bring these examples. He's a good example of a guy, left where he was, being that guy, and went to Cleveland, which I think is a lateral movement, but in the sense of like, he can still be that guy and go kill. And Cleveland got a lot better with him there. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know.